und ich bin's wieder, Keso, naja, hier bin beim Let's Play von Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies und mir ist gerade wieder was eingefallen. Ich hab Kekse. Ja, vielleicht werde ich davon wieder etwas wacher. Ein bisschen Zucker im Blut. Jedenfalls. Jedenfalls. Haben wir mit der Gerichtsverhandlung angefangen. Und wie schon angekündigt bei dem vorletzten Part, ist unser guter Direktor, Juri Kosmos, unser Zeuge. Und ja, es läuft jetzt schon wieder scheiße. Yay! Detective Arm fired 2 warning shots. One hit the holographic display and the other hit the oxygen tank. Does that really clear up everything about what happened at the scene? Nö! No, Your Honor, it doesn't! Detective Arm fired 2 warning shots from a .38 caliber gun. But that doesn't explain the existence of a certain piece of evidence found at the scene. A piece that points to the existence of a third person. Very well, but it won't do to keep us waiting, Mr. Wright. What piece of evidence suggests the possibility of a third person at the scene? So, wo halten wir das denn? Ja, hier diese super kleine 10 Kaliber Kugel. And what is this metal pellet supposed to be? Just a little something of great importance we found at the crime scene, Your Honor. You found it where? In the floor gutter at the crime scene. It looks like the police and prosecution both missed it. Furthermore, this is a 10 caliber bullet, making it much smaller than one of Detective Arm's 38 calibers. Then that means... Exactly. One more person must have been there in the lounge. A third person who had a gun that could fire 10 caliber bullets. Sieh, Mann, du Spast! And if that's true, it explains why Detective Arm fired warning shots. This third person fired at Detective Arm and Director Cosmos with their gun. And in return, the detective fired her warning shots. Isn't that how it really went down, Director Cosmos? Ha ha ha! It looks like you deduced my miraculous tale of survival, Surrender my Fischstäbchen. Yes, you're absolutely correct. The mystery person fired upon us. What's this now? Na, sogar noch in dieser Pose. Sieh mal, du Spast! What? You never breathed a word of any of this to me before. Ha ha ha! All great men have a secret or two, don't you know? So Director Cosmos really has been hiding the presence of the third person all along. Director Cosmos, I want you to testify to the court about what you really saw. You may be a very great man, but in my courtroom you are just another witness. You won't receive special treatment here. Now, please give accurate testimony. Okay. Jetzt sieht es doch schon wieder etwas besser aus. Jetzt sag bitte das Richtige. Detective Arm and I rushed to the control room together. In the lounge, we saw a figure standing in the middle of the room and Terran on the floor. We were still in the control room to the east when the figure fired at us. Given that there was no third person in the lounge when the witness entered it, does this mean the person who fired the gun had to have been the defendant? Not necessarily. It's still possible that it was someone else. Most likely as soon as Detective Arm and Director Cosmos discovered this person. They escaped through the southern door, the one that didn't have a security lock.
Objection!
Double-edged swords are a tricky lot. Mishandle one and it is you who is cut down.
Huh?
Your reasoning could apply if Space Boy were the killer as well. Think about it. After being discovered, he could have fired the 10 caliber gun. Detective Arm would have responded by firing 2 warning shots. All he had to do was feign unconsciousness to invent the possibility of the third person.
Objection!
But Mr. Starbuck didn't have a gun in his possession when he was found by police. Nor has a gun been found at the crime scene. Its absence can only be explained if there was a third party who took it with them.
Objection!
Recall the existence of a trash chute in the boarding lounge. The defendant could have simply thrown the gun down the chute.
Objection!
But you can't deny the possibility of the third person leaving with the weapon.
Objection!
It's up to you to prove that possibility. And I trust you haven't forgotten my little piece of decisive evidence.
What evidence?
Why the detonator switch that was found in Mr. Starbuck's pocket, naturally. The most compelling evidence of all that tells us he is the culprit.
Ah! I did forget all about that!
Look, your boldness, how deliciously obvious it is that they lack the evidence to rival mine.
Wow, he sliced your third-person theory to ribbons and served it to us, just like that.
Yes, well, I have a question of my own, actually. That bullet that the mysterious fisher shot, what did it hit exactly?
It hit me.
So, does that mean you're a ghost? I was wondering when you would realize it, your boldness.
Was das ein Geist ist?
Director Cosmos is an authentic, bona fide ghost. He can even pass through walls.
Objection!
Prosecutor Blackwell, shame on you for teasing the nice old gentleman!
Your boldness. It was all in jest. Please show yourself again.
Alter! Was ein Troll!
Oh, you sure? In that case, how did you manage to survive being shot, Director Cosmos?
Ha ha ha! I'm glad you asked. It was a miracle! A miracle befitting a great, history-making figure such as myself. Surrender my Fischstäbchen! The bullet hit my glorious Medal of Fischstäbchen honor, whereby it ricocheted, thus saving my life.
What?
Das nenne ich echt pures Glück. That's unbelievable. I have to check this out. Oh wow! Look at that! There's one extra Gaiaxia star. The odds are literally astronomical. I guess it really was a miracle. It's beginning to really feel like the Cosmos is watching out for Director Cosmos.
But why did you conceal this information, Director Cosmos?
A great man such as myself has to hide things on occasion, no matter how much it hurts. It is the plight of the truly great. It may be hard for this generation to understand. I don't know, but it sounds fishy to me. What else is he hiding? Let's just cross-examine him and see what we can find out.
Now then, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, sir. Fangen wir an. Kreuzverhör. what I really saw at the scene. Aber echt mal, der hat vielleicht mehr fucking Glück. So, jetzt muss ich nur das richtige Ding finden. We were still in the control room to the east when the Fitcher fired at us. Gucken wir uns jetzt nochmal das Ding an. Get to that runs along the south wall of the boarding lounge. Aha. Die Location, mein Junge, die Location.
Objection!
Director Cosmos, I believe you are telling this great court a glorious lie. A great man like me tell a lie? Have you ever heard of such a thing in all of history? Du solltest vielleicht mehr Fischstäbchen essen. My accusation is based on the position of the people who were in the lounge. According to your testimony, you and Detective Arm were near the control room door. And the mystery Fitcher was standing in the middle of the boarding lounge. If, as you say, the Fitcher fired a gun at you from this position, then the bullet would have traveled in this direction. However, we found the 10 caliber bullet here. Oh. This trajectory and where the bullet was actually found contradict each other. Director Cosmos, where were you really when you were being shot at? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the human merry-go-round. Yay!
Objection!
Wunderschön. Don't tell me you've forgotten already. Didn't the witness himself just tell you? The bullet hit his metal. Of this, there's no mistake.
Objection!
But in that case, the bullet should have been found near the east side of the room. Are you trying to say that you can explain this inconsistency?
Of course.
I didn't think so. What?
Oh, great Director Cosmos.
Yes. Is there something you'd like me to expound upon? Vielleicht Fischstäbchen?
You were in fact not in the control room to the east, were you? You were looking into the lounge from the door to the south. Is that not right?
Gah! What are you getting at?
Use your own brain. Your head must have some use other than housing that bird's nest.
Bird's nest? Why does everyone pick up on my hair?
Director Cosmos said the detective witnessed the scene from the southern door. The killer fired it then, and that is why the bullet was found in the south.
Ah, that makes some sense, actually.
Also, the witness being at the southern doors were the favorable for the prosecution.
Huh? I've got a bad feeling about this.
How about the director? If you don't tell the truth this time.
Yikes! His handcuffs!
You will become but worst upon my sword, and relish the chance to cut down a great man.
Alright, I'll tell you! Just put your sword away! You are correct. I, the great Yuri Cosmos, was looking at the room from the southern door. What?! That's the complete opposite of all the testimony he's given so far!
Now you have lost your possibility that the third person was in the room.
I have? How?
The director and the detective were near the southern door. Maybe the killer could have escaped through there. the western door required print recognition. The corridor beyond was filled with smoke. The only escape route left was the eastern control room door. And the only way to get through there was with Director Cosmos' fingerprints. In short, there would be no escape for any third person had there been one.
My third person just disappeared! Again, one of Truce's magic tricks! Sieh, Mann, du Spaß! Oder in the court! Director Cosmos, why did you tell us such an atrocious lie? Ja?
You were covering for the defendant, isn't that right?
Yes, it was all for the love of my men. If I said I was in the eastern control room, it would mean the culprit could have escaped through the southern door. It would have meant that there could have been a third person. All I wanted to do was protect Starbuck. I said I was in the control room to invent an escape route for a third person. What a convoluted lie! Was he really covering for the defendant? It looks like we've come to a conclusion! That the defense argument, the possibility of a third person, has crumbled! No!
It's over.
Yikes! The judge is about to hand down his verdict! Think, Phoenix, think! This is the perfect time to try and turn my thinking around. If a third person had no way of escaping the scene, then what if one of the people at the scene was this third person? Wait! What if the whole premise is so all wrong? Director Cosmos said that he and Detective Arm rushed to the scene together. But what if that premise isn't true? What if one of them reached the scene before the other one? And if that person entered the lounge, then they would be the third person. The vent is the only one who could have killed the victim and shot at the director. There doesn't appear to be any room for argument against these claims. I will now render my verdict.
Objection!
Nein! Please wait, Your Honor. There is still one possibility. Oh, does that better be good, Mr. Wright? There's one and only one person who could have escaped from the scene. And that person would be the first person who arrived on the scene. Then, upon entering a boarding lounge, the second person to arrive came via the southern door. That's why this first person fled from the room, using an escape route that was accessible only to them. Very well, let's hear more about this theory. Who is this one person who could have escaped from the boarding lounge? Diese Person ist... Wir wollen jetzt mal nicht sagen, dass das der Mörder ist. Aber... Diese Person ist... Unser Director Cosmos.
Take that!
What? But that's... Mr. Wright, what are you claiming here? For all the people who were at the scene, only the witness could have escaped. The director is the only one who has the authority to open a control room door after all. But that means... Exactly. The true identity of the third person is our current witness. Director Yuri Cosmos! Ah! What? What? Order in the court, I say! Mr. Wright, you will explain yourself in more detail! I assert that Director Cosmos arrived at the scene before Detective Arm and entered the boarding lounge alone. saw a suspicious figure who was actually Director Cosmos standing in the lounge. And that's why she fired those 2 warning shots. No, I've been hit! I've been hit on the starboard side! Captain Wright! It's a direct hit on the enemy ship, sir! A magnificent shot! Warning shots fired from the enemy ship. Prepare to intercept.
Cosmos, you have told a lie in this court once again.
I've been hit! I've been hit on the port side! The enemy has called in reinforcements! Earth to Cosmos Control Center, requesting permission to ask that you return to reality. But my ship will not go down to anything less than the ultimate weapon of evidence. Surrender my fish Stäbchen, no! But I do have that evidence. In fact, you could say that your battleship bears its scar. If Director Cosmos is the third person or a black hole saw. This third person fired the detective arm and Director Cosmos with their gun. And in return, the detective fired her warning shots. Isn't that how it really went down, Director Cosmos? Ha ha ha! It looks like you deduced my miraculous tale of survival. Yes, you're absolutely correct. The mystery person fired upon us. Director Cosmos must have been the one who fired the 10 caliber gun. When Detective Arm discovered him in the lounge, it only makes sense that he would turn and shot at her. Therefore, the evidence on the director's body is of a different kind of relevance than before. Once we compare it against another piece of evidence, the mark that you received on the third party will be able to prove we need. To prove that you were the one there at the lounge. Oh. Brace for further impact! Comparison against this piece of evidence will prove that you weren't the one in the lounge. Das wäre die Kugel aus der Pistole von Arm. The 38 caliber bullet found on the floor at the scene didn't hit the oxygen tank. It hit Director Cosmos' metal. If we have that ricochet mark on the metal analyzed, I'm sure the caliber will match up. And if that mark proves to be from a 38 caliber bullet, it will prove that you are the third person we've been looking for. Ah, the bridge is destroyed! Losing altitude! All hands abandon ship! If that's true, then what about the bullet that hit the oxygen tank? It was the 10 caliber bullet. In other words, it was the bullet fired by Yuri Cosmos. Isn't that right, Director? No! You've got it all wrong! What? The engines have started again? It's a miracle! I'm not going down yet! Witness! Stop this at once and confess the truth! If you don't want the history books to say that a great man was a great liar, then accept your fate and tell the truth! Are you giving me orders? Me, the great director of the Cosmos Fischstäbchen Space Center? But the cosmos revolves around me! Whee! Someone get me off this thing! Order! Order in the court! And will someone please stop the witness from spinning? Das wäre eine gute Idee. Phew! Thank goodness we were able to stop him from spinning off the face to the earth!
While he was twirling, I took the liberty of running an analyze on the mark on the metal. It was made by a 38 caliber bullet, matching it with the size of Detective Arm's firearm.
No! Are you ready to confess the truth, witness? No, you've got it all wrong. This is just a misunderstanding. Is he going to start piling on more lies? It looks like it. But no matter how many lies he tells, I'll just expose them one by one. I'll make that big liar tell the truth. Das war es letztendlich, also wovor uns Aura gewarnt hat. Na gut, dann mal hier absaven. Erster Checkpoint erreicht, also Zwischencheckpoint. Und dann beende ich an dieser Stelle auch den Part. Egal ob positiv oder negativ, Bewertung immer gern gesehen. Das war's von meiner Seite und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. Sehr geil.